solopreneurs, small business owners, side hustlers, and even managers. Today, this session is going out to you guys because you are the champions of the world, making business happen every day. And I want to know from you a couple of things. I have a number of things that I want to ask you. Firstly, when last did you look at your financial statements? Are you even getting them? Are you analyzing them? Do you actually understand what is going on with them? Have you been able to establish how you are going to be growing your business, how you are going to be scaling? Do you have some strategies in place, whether from a sales perspective, whether from a processes or structure perspective? How about thinking about how much time you're spending doing the things that you could potentially automate, where you can just press a button, actually, if you thought about it, but at the moment you are doing them manually. Are you worried that you might not have the right people in the right positions? Or even just worried about whether your onboarding process is good enough to make sure that they're going to stick around for long enough to make a significant difference? Do you have the information you need to actually make the decisions that are required at your fingertips? And are there some people on your team that's maybe looking at your finances, but you're not sure if you are making the right decisions based on that information? Well, if you have answered no, or I don't know, or something negatively about any of those questions, then UPvisor could be a solution for you. And today what I want to do is just to share a little bit of a story about one of my clients. And they're in the citrus industry. And I've got a background in the citrus industry, and it's been really interesting going into finance and reporting, dealing with people more than just in finance, but dealing with operations and logistics and people on the farm, and actually understanding that a lemon and an orange is not just a lemon and an orange. There's so much more to it than just those. But anyway, what happened is that they had a little bit of a restructuring, and they had to change up their team because they're growing, and it's causing a lot of pressure on some people. Anyway, the point is, some people left, and the reporting ended up being with the CFO, and they were doing the monthly reporting, the financing, and they were consolidating all of these different entities. They had 11 entities into one Excel document. Now, they had Pastel, right? And so they had an accounting system, but they couldn't do the consolidation within that accounting system. So it was just actually taking up too much time. And because they were consolidating in Excel, a lot of it was manual. They had to spend time mapping new accounts. And even if it wasn't a new account, just because the trial balance changed, they needed to change the mapping. And they had to make sure that the notes were agreeing. And they had to make sure that if there were any changes in one of the individual packs, that they were pulling through to the main pack. And they had to make sure that there was balancing. And it was too much. It was too manual, and it was taking so much time. They were working way after hours into early hours of the morning, because all of this was happening after the normal course of work, right? Until they engaged UPvisor. So we took their spreadsheets, and they were very manual, as I said, but we started building in some automated mapping. And we started building in formulas like index and match, and VLOOKUPs is for sissies. And we started doing a little bit of macros and automating the process. And at the end of the day, it ended up cutting down their reporting time on a monthly basis by 15 hours per month. And as I said, they were previously doing a lot of manual checking and rechecking and making sure the allocation was right. And then prior month figures weren't matching, and it was really just a disaster. And I'm sure that some of you can relate to this type of situation. But if we can do something as simple as making sure that the mapping is correct, and you just push a button and voila, magically, all of these things that you need are popping out on the other side. Isn't that a value add in your business? Now, it might not be finance and reporting in your case, but there could be other things that we can automate in your business, okay? So remember, these 15 hours were not necessarily only for one person, right? It can be for multiple people that's working on a single project that can end up saving so much time. So if you had to take the 15 hours that they were saving based at the charged out rate of that CFO, and thinking about how they could spend that time better and in a way that is income generating to that business, just imagine that exponential growth that that business is going to be able to achieve just because of the automation of one simple spreadsheet. So for them specifically, they had payback in just over 1 month, which means that the payback means that you get your money back, right, in a certain period of time. So it was just over 1 month. And we calculated the ROI, the return on that investment, of 450% over 6 months, which will become about 900% over 12 months, which is really ridiculous, right? Where are you going to get that type of return based on where you put your money? Like, you're going to get 12% if you're lucky in terms of where you invest your money with the bank or in a share investment. Okay, so our time really is money. So if you think that you can spend your time better than what you have been doing up until now, and you want to start getting rid of some of these tasks that are just so time consuming, and if anything is taking long in Excel, I can almost guarantee you there is a better way. And you might not know what that better way is, but we do. So really want to encourage you to come chat to us. And our heart here at UPvisor is really to help free you up to focus on the things that matter most in your business, which is strategy and operations. It's not manual spreadsheets. It's not necessarily even finances, right? Because those are not the things that matter. And those are not the things that are going to create income and create growth in your business. So if you feel like you're in the space where you need to start automating some spreadsheets, or you need to look at ways to improve your processes and your workflows, all of those things, so that you can make the right decisions much faster than you are currently making, then I want to encourage you, book a free 30-minute consultation. Yes, the first 30 minutes is free, okay? And we will just chat to you about what it is that is going on in your business and understand how we can potentially create some time savings for you so you can start focusing on the right things, okay? So whether it is simplifying or automating or looking at new tools, it doesn't matter. We can help you with that. So if you are looking for something that will save you time, save you money, and put you first, then UPvisor is the way to go. Okay, we will put a link in the comments below to be able to just go book that 30-minute slot in my calendar directly. It's no mess, no fuss. You just go pick a time that suits you, and we don't even have to go to and fro. It's great. More on that another time. But anyway, next week, what I want to cover is a topic that has come up a lot in the last little while, and that's around the type of entity that you might want to use within your small business, whether it's a sole proprietor or whether it's a company, specifically because small business corporations tax has become a factor for a lot of businesses in the last little while. So we will be chatting around that in the next 2 weeks, and maybe even get someone on board to come have a little interview with us, which will always be fun, because it's really important for us to make sure that we are making informed decisions. But in the meantime, while you wait for that, remember that we are talking all about pricing, attaching value to our outputs this month in our UPvisor Training Academy. And you might have missed Wednesday's session, which was all about the content, but that's okay. We've got you covered, right? We've got the recordings. They're all almost loaded on our learning management system. And in 2 weeks' time, you will be able to join us for the application session. So don't miss out. Remember, this month is at $350 per month. You secure your price in the month that you sign up. And we have a little referral program as well. So the more people you bring in, the less you have to pay. Isn't that good? Can get a little bit of a passive income, have another side hustle there. Okay, but that's it from me for this week. I will see you next week, same time, same place. And let's go save you some time, save you some money, and put you first. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.